The world of instructional software is vast. There's a lot of it out there. So how do we understand it all? That's what this video aims to do. I will review the 5 types of instructional software, discuss the relative advantage of each, and provide examples. The first type of instructional software is drill and practice software. Its function is just as it describes. It provides students practice through the use of repetition. Students can work on items and receive instant feedback. This is beneficial for many reasons. First of all, students are given the immediate feedback. Students can also pace themselves through the drills so they don't have to keep up with a constant pacing that the teacher is requiring. And also, it's a time saver for teachers as they won't be spending time grading a worksheet, for example. A great example of this at the high school level is Quizlet. Quizlet allows users to create and share flashcards. Students have the option to study the flashcards, play games, and test themselves. Teachers can even create classes on Quizlet to track their students' progress. Tutorial software is the next type of instructional software, and its function is to mimic classroom instruction, say when the teacher is absent. It can guide the user through a complete unit or lesson as a standalone. There are many benefits to using tutorials. For students who may learn at a different pace, a tutorial can assist in the instruction. It's also extremely beneficial when the teacher is absent from the classroom. I've created video tutorials for my students when I am absent, and they have responded very well because they can still hear my voice and see me even when I'm not present in the classroom. Another benefit to using tutorials is that it can also provide immediate feedback, allowing students to see where they're struggling and where their strengths are. At the high school level, we are preparing students to take college entrance exams, such as the SAT. One website that is a great resource for students is called I Need a Pencil. There are over 60 tutorials that guide students in preparing for the test. In addition, there are questions that students can answer and receive feedback on. The third type of instructional software is simulation software. Simulations provide students a model of a real system or how a real system works. The advantages to a simulation are that it provides students with as close to a real experience as possible within time and budget constraints. It also increases student involvement because it is closer to a real-world experience. And it also saves resources for the schools. I would love to take my students on a field trip to another country. However, that's really not possible at this point. So the next best thing would be a simulated field trip. The Google World Wonders project provides that opportunity. Students can virtually visit another location without even leaving the comfort of their own classroom. Simulations are also very helpful in the science classroom. PhET is a website by the University of Colorado at Boulder, and this site provides students the opportunity to participate in interactive science simulations. This allows students to experiment safely and have multiple attempts at science experiments. Interactive game software is the fourth type of instructional software. Most of our students are part of the gaming generation, so I have found they love the idea of competing and winning. This provides another engaging way for students to practice. It also provides a nice alternative to worksheets and drill and practice exercises because it adds an element of competition. The main advantage is just that. Students are more engaged because of the competitive and interactive elements that maybe a drill and practice exercise or a worksheet cannot provide. Word Dynamo is a game-based vocabulary website. Users can choose their grade level and subjects to play games using vocabulary from that content. It provides a great opportunity to interact with words. Problem-solving software is the last type of software. This provides students the opportunity to complete a task using problem-solving skills or skills learned in a content area. This type of software is designed to augment the problem-solving skills of students. There are many advantages to problem-solving software. The first is that it requires a higher level of thinking rather than the lower level of thinking such as just recalling facts or vocabulary. And this adds to the challenging element because it's not a simple, say, multiple choice, true, false problem. Students have to actually utilize the knowledge they've gained to solve something. It also provides emphasis on the process that the students use to accomplish a goal. One type of problem-solving software is SketchUp. In the communications course I teach, I put students into groups and ask them to create a new product that would appeal to the consumer's ethos, pathos, and logos. Students could use SketchUp to create that product. At the end of this project, students present the model of their product and give a sales pitch to the consumer. This teaches many skills. First, they are utilizing their group communication skills. They must also analyze a target audience, use the software to sketch the product, and then give a sales pitch that appeals to the consumer. When evaluating instructional software, looking at the type and function is just one of the aspects. As with all things in education, it must also be evaluated based on the advantages it provides to the learner. We must always remember that technology is not about the technology. It is about the learning and maximizing that experience for our students.